Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Carrizozo, New Mexico, on a Friday morning, May the 16th at 6:37 a.m. The early bird gets the worm, or the early worm gets the bird. Temperature outside is 40 degrees. Google says it's 55, which is a lie, lie, lie. But anyway, what else? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now, and right now went gone. So, you know what I mean. Anyway, what else? Never worry about what you cannot change. Yeah, that's a good start. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, well, whatever. There's always a lot of stuff going on. We just happen to be here today. But anyway, something I thought about yesterday. It wasn't windy yesterday, but the day before it was. And I was thinking, I wonder what the if other states are as windy. And then I asked Google. I said, "Hey Google, what are the windiest states in the United States of America?"
On the website landapp.com, they say, the top 5 windiest states in the U.S. are South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and Colorado. These states share unique geographic and climatic features that contribute to their high average wind speeds.
Interesting, very interesting. But then what about Kansas and Nebraska and Wyoming and places? I thought it was windy here, but I think there's about 20 states that are just really windy, and that's the way it is. And I know it's windy around Amarillo and Lubbock, always has been. And but anyway, be that as it may, what else? Today for your viewing pleasure, what? Oh, it's a driving video, I think. I'm not sure. Wait a minute, I got something. Yeah, and on we go. But anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's crystal clear today. There's not a cloud in the sky as far as I can see. And yeah, just crispy. It's 40 degrees outside and a very, very light wind from the south, just almost due south. The little windsock is just hanging limp. So that's good. But anyway, DDL2 says he told me he's irritated by this clown who keeps moving on and off his property with a trailer. Oh, the snake? He talks, huh? Back on the meds there, boy. Chubby 367. A lot of comments on the snake. Can you believe it? I was just sitting there, got up to walk over to the storage building, and there I almost stepped on the damn thing. They're so well camouflaged, and of course wasn't looking for him anyway. But anyway, Chubby says he's been around there quite a while. You should name him or her. I am. I named him Snake. Sheridan Gay, thanks for clarifying what that snake was, because I was about to say don't let it in your shed. I know that snakes have their purpose and are good for the environment, but I leave them alone for the simple fact I don't know if they're poisonous or not because they bite. But anyway, no, they don't all bite. No, the only ones that bite are typically the poisonous ones, and they have a diamond-shaped head. They got jaws, except for one, always except for one, and that's a coral snake. Coral snakes don't get very big, usually about that long, and they're about as big around as your little finger, maybe a little bigger like this. They're not very big, but they're very poisonous, extremely poisonous. A coral snake, Coral. But the way you can tell a coral snake, red and yellow kills a fellow. They have these circles of colors. Nature has a way of warning you when there's something really dangerous, and those bright bands of colors on a coral snake are telling you I'm bad. But if the red stripe and the yellow stripe are together, that's a coral snake. Now there is another snake that's a damn good snake that gets confused with a coral snake, and it's called a king snake. Well, a king snake is red and black. There's a red stripe and black stripes, okay? So they look close, but red and yellow kill a fellow, red and black, friend of Jack. Remember that. Yeah, so don't kill the good old king snakes. But in moving along, Moya says, hi, Rusty. Here in Cyprus, we have a few snakes. The worst of them is the blunt-nosed viper. My partner and I were on a hike and one was just a few feet in front of us on a bridge, leaving us no room to walk around. My partner ended up having to throw a few stones at it to get it to move. Obviously, it wasn't very happy and slithered off hissing away. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Google, is a blunt-nosed viper poisonous?
On the website raf.mod.uk, they say, the blunt-nosed viper. The viper's venom can be toxic to humans and the victim should receive immediate first aid and medical assistance.
Very good. Ralph P., thanks for the Zozo Country Club look-see, Rusty. Not much going on. No, it's not much of a going concern. That's true. I just happened to drive over to it. Slip in slider, beautiful snake, beautiful view. Yeah, it is. Both. 10 Little Indians. Is the country club anything like the Cheyenne Social Club? I love that movie. Yeah, that was James Stewart and Henry Fonda. No, I liked that movie too, but I don't know. I didn't notice. I didn't see anybody there. Dale Jablonski, the snake. Gary, I guess he's naming the snake. Ken Gregg, could be a bull snake. It's a subspecies of a popular gopher snake. They look very familiar. I think it was a bull snake. It was harmless. I saw him last year. He went in the garage last year and checked it out. Came right back out. Debbie, or he inspected it, let me say that. Debbie Brumley walked in my barn and had the same looking snake just above my head today. Yeah, well, snakes are just scary. We're instinctively turned off by any snake. Yeah, when in doubt, just assume they're all poisonous. The moosling, thank you, Mr. Rusty, for not harming the snake. No, I'm not going to harm any of the good snakes if I know it. I'm not going to harm a rattlesnake for that matter. I have no desire to kill any of those. They live in peacefully. They're not bothering me. Clara D, gopher snake, could be. Hey Google, is a gopher snake and a bull snake the same, or are they?
On the website reddit.com, they say, gopher snakes are smaller and found on the west coast where bull snakes are much more central and noticeably larger. Genetically speaking, same exact species of snake. They just adapted to their different environments.
Okay. Now you know. Jeff Sale, in the infamous words of Indiana Jones, I hate snakes. Well, whatever. A lot of people do because they're scared of them. And anything you fear, you hate or dislike. Gigi, he will keep you mouse free. Maybe why he set up home there. Yeah, I'm sure it is. There are some rodents around here. Knock on wood, I haven't had any in my shed or around my vehicle or in my storage building since I put out the deterrents here a year ago. Dave Jones, get a cat, no more snakes. No, I don't want a cat. Thank you, though. Steve, couldn't hear with all the wind noise. Well, that's no additional charge. You should have just listened to the wind noise and you wouldn't have been worried about it. Texas lady, I would still be standing on the table. Yeah, well, you probably would be out here because there's nobody around. It looks like I got an antenna going there. JMN, I know several people that were told they were terminally ill by docs and alive and happy several years later. You know several people like that, huh? That's interesting. I don't know of any. Heaven Can Wait, nice snake. Yeah, it was a good snake. Bob Ham, I saw a racer snake a few days ago. They say they are fast, but I didn't wait around to see. Yeah, there's actually one. We used to call them bullwhips, but they'd actually, if you got near them, their attack mode was to wrap around your leg and then they'd slap you with that tail, and and it would just scare the hell out of you. Mr. CJ Calf, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Al Fur, thumbs up. The Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. Yeah, Rusty, that's a bull snake. That is why you have no rodents. They also kill rattlesnakes, so you should not see any rattlesnakes around your place. Yeah, Bobber guy says a rare occasion for a bull snake to eat a rattler. Bulls will scavenge a dead rattler. Bulls are not immune to venom, and the king snake, like the king snake or the an indigo snake. Yeah, it is a rare occasion for a bull snake to eat a rattlesnake. It is, but they do eat little rodents and stuff. They only another thing they do. See, quail lay their eggs on the ground, and they nest on the ground or low level, and so they'll you won't have any quail either. I've got a few quail, but not many. Rick Hearn, if you if you're by yourself, think of every snake as a 10-foot killer. Yeah, I assume the worst. Yeah, Mike Geddes. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life brings you joy, enjoy it. When life gives you longevity, live it the way it makes you happy. Have a great day. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Oh, this is Friday night. Beer 30 tonight at 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. New Mexico time. Join us live for Beer 30 today. Joe something, mouse and rat getter. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We'll do a few more here and we'll shut her down. It's Friday morning. Beautiful morning. I'll have my breakfast and then go take a good walk. I got to go to Capitan this morning and get me some avocados. They have pretty good ones there. You So Grouchy, they stock the pond with catfish and trout. The clubhouse has had many restaurants come and go over the years. It probably has. Everything is location, 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 I guess. Dowd, take good care of that boy. The snake. Last one here. Patty says, never worry. Beer 30 somewhere. Got your driver's license. Good, Rusty. Levi, good Gads. An iPhone, I suppose. Patty Sue, Maryland. Well, the iPhone's a great phone. We'll do two more here. Julie Muley, beautiful snake. That's your rat patrol. Yeah, it is. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Georgia, I don't like spiders and snakes. I don't either. I don't like spiders particularly. Anyway, from Carrizozo, New Mexico, on a Friday morning at 6:50 a.m. Don't forget Beer 30. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. But if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link. Thank you very much. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, all that stuff. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe out slowly, relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. Muy bueno. And what else? Stretch, swivel, walk, exercise your body once or twice every single day. Perfect. Good for you. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time, and on we go. Don't forget to stretch, swivel, and all that stuff. What else? Let's see. Adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. Adios, amigos. Enjoy your day. Carry on. And we'll see you at, hopefully, some of you at, Beer 30 live today at 4 p.m. New Mexico time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.